Good morning. Thank you for coming to representation and honor to meet you here. Let me introduce myself and my partners. I'm Maria Ati Sunarti and my partner is Christiana Denanti. We are from Surakarta Christian University. Please look at my presentation. Okay. Can you see my presentation? What do you see in the presentation? First, I will explain to you about how to read the presentation material. Then I will explain why reading the presentation material is so important for us. Finally, you will know how to read the presentation material. My title, Presentation, Development of Warehouse Data Model to Support GNE Delivery Service. I'm Maria Ati Sunarti and my partner, Christiana Denanti. My correspondent author, Maria Ati, each UKS.IC.ID. Introduction. The need for the presentation of information today must be integrated and continuously increasing in line with increasingly fierce competition. It requires an optional integrated system both in terms of information technology that support the entire process of presenting information as well as the source of the information produced. 2. The result of all operational data processing that are processed must be in accordance with the need of the company. And 3. The company's ability to obtain information quickly and accurately can be used as a competitive advantage in facing the exciting competition. In the decision-making process for both short and long-term period business owners of GNE delivery service required various kit of collaboration in the operational database of the service business. Data warehouse. The data warehouse is superior when compared to database. The database is a collection of data that is managed in such a way based on certain interrelated provision so that it is easy now to manage. Third, the management use can find it easy to find information, store information, and dispose of information. The database provides speed and convenience in selection data so that it can get the required information in a short time. However, the speed of obtaining information depends on the database design. Well, the data warehouse is a database system communication used for reporting and data analysis. The database also stores current and historical data with single generate analysis requests. Continue data warehouse. In application, the data warehouse system can have a positive impact on the GNE delivery service business manager, including including the analysis process or information management based on historical data contained in GNA shipping service, making strategy decision making process faster based on curated analysis process because based on historical data that has occurred before. Data warehouse is a collection of data that is subject-oriented, integrated, time-variant, and non-volatile in supporting the decision-making process. The second and most important characteristic of a data warehouse is integration. The main component in database warehouse include again as well as the peak in my presentation. Formulation of problem. How to build a database with a data warehouse for online analytic processing a live database that can be used to obtain information on the data warehouse development process on. Can the result of online analysis processing a live have GNA shipping goals? Research purpose, building a data warehouse for the sake of online analytical processing alive. Wix can be used for the analysis process to help deliver good to GNA again. Check as protection are security of goods, tracking of good, buyer can receive good according to purchase and help show owners make report. Scope of problem. The data used in the development of warehouse data model to support GNA delivery service only use transaction data for the delivery of goods entered by the GNA agent, not discussing purchase and sales data. 2. Dimension used are goods, time, categories of goods, shipping distance, delivery destination. 3. The development of the data warehouse only display the process of shipping goods at GNA. 4. Implementation using Catley and schema workbench. Research method. In the study, the methodology used to support the information of decision making by the owner of the GNA delivery service business consists of two types of method including 1. Method of analysis. The analysis process is carried out through several steps. 2. Data warehouse design method. At the design stage, GNA delivery service models and application are designed based on the result of the analysis of the problem in charge. The data warehouse design method used consists of 9 steps now as the methodology approach introduced by Ravli Campbell. Research and discussion continues. In the establishment of the database system, a GNA delivery service is involved for main component of an interconnected system consisting of 1. Data source in the source of origin of the company database used in the formation of the database warehouse. In designing this data warehouse, the data source is data from the company's transactional database relation to the company's main process, namely the process of selling goods delivery service, the process of shipping goods, and the billing process at PTDNE. 2. Data transformation is the process of converting data that originally comes from the operational database into the appropriate from in the data warehouse system. This process is known as this ETL, extracts, transform, and loading process. Extract is the process of taking operation data and selecting the data to be used of the data warehouse. Result and description continues. Today, users and user who access to use data warehouse application that have been designed for the data warehouse system make it easier and faster for end user to obtain the database needed in the form of report to support analysis need on the exhaustive side. State of data warehouse designed for the owner of the GNA rights for the service. 1. Selecting process. Based on the result of the analysis that has been carried out, it can be concluded that the origin of the formation of a data warehouse system is carried out when the code delivery service process is carried out by GNA. Choosing grain is data of prospective facts to the analysis. Thought grain selection it can be decided what things will be represented in the fact table record. 3. Identification and adjustments of dimension. 4. Selection of facts. In this step, the selection of facts according to needed is carried out. Every fact that perform consisting of dimension attribute and measure data. Further, identification fact will be formulated in the form of reports, diagram on graph that can represent that in a form that is easy to understand for user. 5. Saving the calculation in fact table. The pre-calculation made in the design of this data warehouse include fact attribute, pre-calculation, shells, total transaction, and attribute representation, pre-calculation, count, no shipment, receive, and so on. Number 3. Complete the dimension table and the state a text description is each 2 dimension. 7. Selection of database duration. The time period of data used in these data warehouses. 8. Check change form dimension slowly. Option change of observing change in the dimension of each dimension table can be done through 3 ways method, namely replacing direction on the dimension table, forming a new record for everything change that occurs, and change in the data that's from a new different column. In the design, the second method is usage name. In there is a change in the attribute in the table. In the actual course, creation of new records. For example, check a change in the customer address. Actually, the result in adding a new record to the dimension table while still keeping the old record. This is done to keep the old data stored. 2. It can be no change that occurred from start finish. And 9. Deciding the priority and mode of the query. In this step, we'll discuss the HCL extractor form loading processing carried out periodical and analysis the capacity of stored media. Conclusion, The system will have JNA user or customer in shipping, tracking, security, service until the good arrives at the customer. And now thank you to the committee for giving me permission to take part in international conference at UMS. UMIs. Thank you.